Excuse me. Start. Hello. Excuse me, dear YouTube family. I don't know from where can I start, guys. I'm so happy. Let me announce. I'm not gonna take a lot of time. Excuse me. Don't tell anybody. Excuse me. Tell. What? I'm gonna start a series. Excuse me. People start series for English, but I'm gonna start the series for communication. Excuse me. I'm gonna help you out to develop the art of talking. Excuse me. Communication. That's not a big deal. Excuse me. You have communication. Even this jacket has communication. This marker has communication. I'm just gonna work upon skill of communication. Come on. Having skill of communication is very important, guys. Excuse me. Skill of communication. You need to develop the art of communication, right? Within 10 days, I will be just helping you out to have command over communication. Come on. Excuse me. Do you want to be a good communicator? Stay connected with this YouTube channel. See, I have really experienced so many things building in communication, right? I'm just gonna give you a magic to win people. I'm just gonna give you a magic to hypnotize people. Excuse me. This English does matter, but with English, when you develop the art, art of talking. When you have art of talking, you build the art of winning. When you build art of winning, people consider you that you are a good communicator. And that journey I'm gonna cover with you. Stay connected, right? This series of communication is gonna be for 10 days, guys. It's gonna be for 10 days. Today I will explain about what is communication, how can we beautify communication, how can we become artist of communication, how can we be proficient of communication, how can we be skilled in communication, how can we be a great proficient of communication, guys. Should we start? Let us start, everybody. Excuse me, haven't you subscribed to this channel? I will not go ahead. Excuse me. Do subscribe, man. Kiss this. Don't kiss. Right, subscribe this button. Like, okay? Excuse me. See, this communication has been derived or has been, mentioned, has been initiated with communi. In Latin word it is pronounced communi. In English we say commune. Basically this commune word, it means it's a group, guys, right? It is just a group, guys. Group of people. Before decades and decades, people used to have group, and in that group, excuse me, I'm just telling you the history of commune, because communication has been made only because of this commune. Okay, so earlier there used to be group for sharing and caring people. In our society earlier it used to happen that a sarpanch, kind of a leader of our society, used to sit and make people sit together, and they used to discuss about the problems of people, and they together used to solve the problem. They used to share, people used to care, people used to solve the problem together. That sharing and caring group was known as commune, guys. Excuse me, commune. If you search on ChatGPT, if you search on Google, you will get a proper definition of sharing property, sharing views in number of people or with a group of people is known as commune, guys. Now later on, guys, it has become communicator, guys. Excuse me. It has become communicator. Basically, there is a contraction. First of all, you need to understand that commune plus care. Commune plus care is equal to communicare. Come on. Commune means a group. Care means care. Care means to care. Commune plus care is equal to communicare. Excuse me. Later on, what happened that there was necessity to care the group. That's why it was mentioned communicare. And one of the most interesting parts here now comes that communicare while speaking, communicate. It has become communicate. It has become communicate, guys. So basically, this commune means sharing and caring with a group of the people. So when this word comes, communication, so you just need to understand caring and sharing. So whenever somebody talks, you need to care the thought. When somebody talks, you need to care thought. And if you care the thought, then share the thought. What happens sometimes, we talk to people, we just share thought. And when somebody shares with you, you just listen to reply. And when you listen to reply, excuse me, you will not be able to reply that much. And the person you're talking with, he will not be interested in listening you as well. That is why in communication, there should be caring while sharing or while listening, or what if somebody shares with you. So communication has been initiated with sharing and caring. Whatever the thought is being shared by speaker, you need to care. There are two words, guys. One that is listen and one that is called hear. When you listen intentionally, when you listen somebody carefully, that is called listen. If you're listening me right now, it means you're listening intentionally. You're listening carefully. Hear, when you hear unintentionally, that is called hear. So when we talk about communication, you need to listen. And you need to care thought. If you care thought, you can share thought. There is a very good line. When you, this is question for you, okay? When you talk to people, you just listen to understand, or you listen to reply. One-to-one communication, right? If you listen to reply, it means your communication is not good, okay? You need to listen to understand. If you understand, you will be able to reply very well. So whenever you talk, first of all, you need to understand what he is sharing about. And after sharing, you need to understand what he has spoken about. And then you need to share your own thought. Now, guys, the main thing that we have come here now. Guys, come on. Today, in the first day of communication that we have started the series, today I will develop two types of communication. You might have heard about so many communications. Two communications are very important, are very, kind of everybody talks about. That's verbal communication and non-verbal communication, right? That is okay. That is okay. But the communication I'm going to talk about, that is very important. Come on. The first one, that is what I believe that is really very important, guys. That is psychological communication. Excuse me. Psychological communication, guys. What is that? Until or unless you understand psychology of people, you cannot generate your own thinking to talk to people. Excuse me, that's very important. This is the first communication, what I believe. I will talk about verbal communication. I will talk about vertical communication. I will talk about stimulating communication. I will talk about vertical communication. I will talk about horizontal communication. I will talk self-explicating communication. I will talk about versing communication. I will talk about persuasive communication. I will talk so many communication, guys, coming this 10 days series. But first, communication, what I believe, whenever it is applicable in Hindi as well. Excuse me. Sometimes what happens, our Mausaji come, our Khalu comes, we just start, excuse me, means uncle. Alright. Maybe you're watching this video from, Switzerland, maybe you are captain of South Africa, right? So you are watching this video, maybe you cannot understand Hindi. Part of joke, okay? So I said psychological communication. That is first. Excuse me. Psychology. It is just all about thinking. It is just all about, analyzing the thought, analyzing the understanding, analyzing the thinking, analyzing, analysis of people. Whenever you go to talk to people, you just need to understand the psychology of people. You need to develop psychological communication. A communication, understanding the thought of people, are requirement of people, willing of people. So, if you're talking to a beginner in English, you need to understand how he is. If you understand, then try to talk. And try to understand the requirement of that person as well. If you really understand the requirement, this will be analyzed by the psychology. By your psychology, man. Come on. By your psychology, you need to ask yourself, that the person is talking to you, the person that he is talking to you or she is talking to you, or that you are talking with, you need to understand why is he talking to excuse me, you need to understand for what is he talking to you. If you understand for what he is talking to you, you will understand the requirement, he will be interested in talking to you, because you have understood the requirement. There will be a good patch up, guys. There would be there is a very good, that's very important to understand patch up. You need to understand the connectivity. For example, if a person, see, I'm trying my best to make you understand anyhow. For example, if a person comes to me and he thinks that the problem I have, perhaps nobody has. Excuse me? If a person comes and he's thinking the problem I have, perhaps nobody has. And if he comes and tells, excuse me, I have this problem. And if you say, oh, this problem I also have. Excuse me, come on, patch up. Connection. Before he was thinking the problem I have, perhaps nobody has. After sharing, when you accept, oh, this problem I also suffered, then he's gonna start talking to you because he needs a solution. Excuse me, he needs a solution. For example, hey, camera person, where is my mobile phone? Where's my mobile phone? Excuse me. Oh yeah, hello. Hey, yaar, excuse me. Hey, please come here. Camera person, come here. For example, a live example, okay? For example, this boy comes, okay? Are you okay? Are you comfortable in front of camera?
Yeah, I'm comfortable.
Maybe after a few months you can complain against, me.
No, I will not complain.
That's good. That's a camera person also speaks English, right? Can you speak English?
Yeah, I can speak.
That's good. All right. So, for example, if he comes to me and says, here I don't know what happens. Sometimes my mobile phone doesn't work. And the display, it starts vibrating, hanging. I don't know. And if I say, oh, it also happened with me yesterday. It happened in my mobile phone as well. Then he's gonna understand. Oh, now he can tell the problem. Now he can tell how he has come out of it. So this was just a basic problem that you will maintain connectivity with that. Now you can go, please. Thank you very much. So you will maintain the connectivity with that. So you need to understand the requirement of a person, and understand the requirement of a person, you will be able to analyze and excuse me, after understanding the psychology of a person, start talking, he's gonna be interested in talking to you. So that psychological communication is very important. That will really, that will let you be appreciated. Can I go to the next one? Let's go.